Okay, let's check this thing out. Receiver. Cable. Get a spare grip with that too, but a little sort of a rubber grip on the front. These got great reviews on the HobbyKing website, so I thought I'll give it a go. Rechargeable battery goes in the handle, which I don't know whether that's a good idea or a bad idea. I like the idea of it, not having to put batteries in the bottom, but obviously probably could do with a spare one. Doesn't look overly big. So there's our battery. It's an 800 milliamp hour. That's the receiver. Sorry, transmitter. Dope. This pops up, and you've got a few things under there. What have we got under there? We've got can hardly read it actually. Well, you got you got a power LED light, power on and off. The steering trim and throttle trim. Throttle forward or reverse and steering forward or reverse. Bind button. That's about it there. And of course a little manual here, which is probably in 50,000 languages, but anyway, that should be pretty straightforward. So hopefully yeah, all goes well. So I'll get this thing charged up and get back to you and go from there. Okay, here we go. Got this bloke charged up. Didn't take too long, but I don't know how charged up the battery was to start with. So you got a very small battery in there. It's 800 milliamp. But I've got to say, like, I gave it a little bit of a run last night, and so far this thing, it feels really nice. It's very light. The only thing I don't like is I may not have anywhere to put my camera or phone attachment up here. Could probably put it on this thing, but I'd have to take the phone off if I need to open it, but may not need to open it much anyway. And I've got it hooked into this bloke. Just got it. I was waiting on this so I could get it all running. So I just want to give it a bit of a test run and see how it all goes. But so far this thing feels really nice, really light, really easy to use. Yeah, and very comfortable. Rubber steering wheel. For the price, I think it's yeah, it feels really good. Just push up against the shock absorber there. I want to keep that turning circle. I'm going to have to move those shocks. Okay, so once turned on, I've got those lights there. Power's on. Green is full, and I don't know what the F means. Green full. What's F? Beats me. Haven't looked. So it looks like I probably need to set my steering trim, which is up the top there. Steering trim. I'll probably have to pull that back a bit because my steering is pretty incredible at maximum. So I'm going to pull it back a tad. Not sure what the setting is at the moment. Must be pretty high. It'll be on max, I'd say. So I want to pull that back because the wheels, as you just saw, are rubbing on the shocks. Now this is a really tiny little gauge, so no, that's actually straightening the steering. So it's endpoints that I need to I'll need to set. So I'll have to look into that. Yeah, so that's centralising your steering. And you've got your throttle trim, I guess, how much throttle you can give it. Steering, so that's to reverse your steering if it's the wrong way around. So I'll need to set my endpoints. I'll have to look into that, and I'll get back to you. Okay, well, come on, you bastard. Focus. G'day, guys. Just noticed this does have steering endpoints you can set as well, which I hadn't really taken any notice of before. So if you can see that setting, I've got that at about halfway. I'll go full. Pretty small knobs, but that's full, and my steering goes an awful long way, like really tight lock. Pretty impressive. But the problem is my steering rubs on the shocks if I have it full, so I have decided to turn it down. So I've got that at full. I'm going to turn that down to about half. That green light on these controllers is pretty bright. I think that's about half. Yep. So let me have a look without that. Yeah, about half. So then we can go. Probably need to go a little bit more than that. I'll crank it up to about a quarter, another quarter, and then we have pretty decent. I'll just experiment with that, but a tad more. So wherever I'm at there, yeah, it's about 3/4 of the way now. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to go any more than that, and I'll give it a run. So it's got all the settings you need, and I like it. It's really light. On-off switches, and the lights shine through there, so you can see it with the cap down. So that's cool. You know where your battery's at. Like I said, the only thing is I'm going to have to put my camera up on the top here if I want to do filming from here. Other than that, I really like it. You can't drive one-handed with this. I certainly can't anyway. Maybe a drawback for some guys. But other than that, yeah, I've used it a little bit now, a couple of times, and yeah, pretty happy with it. Alright guys, thanks for watching Backyard RC, Backyard Shed RC. Catch you next time. Cheers.